So, you're seated at the kit and you're about to play, but you don't know how to hold the drumsticks yet. There are a few different ways to do it. Matched, traditional, and French are the most common kinds of ways to hold your sticks, but for our purposes, we're going to use matched grip. That's the most common and universal of the grips. What that looks like is matched. As in, this looks like this. And so how we get to that point is take a stick. If you kind of hold it in the middle, you can feel which side kind of weighs more until it's balanced. Once you get to that point, scoot your fingers back about 1.5 inches or so till about there. And then you want to connect the middle pad of your index finger and your thumb to that point on the drumstick. And then you want to do that with your other hand as well. Right? Bring them together and loosely wrap the rest of your fingers around the drumsticks. You can see all around. Once you have that in place, you want to kind of consider the weight ratio that you have with the stick. So most of the weight should be on this side and not as much on this side. And different players are going to like a slightly different ratio depending on what you're playing, what kind of drumstick you have, etc. But start with just about 1.5 inches past the equal point in the stick. Once you're here, make a hinge between your thumb and your index finger. So you can see this and this. Kind of make an imaginary hinge here that the drumstick can kind of float up on while your hand remains in the same position. You're going to want to use that later on. So make sure that that's just loose enough to allow the stick to move, but not loose enough to let it drop. You don't want it falling out of your hands. Loosely wrap the rest of your fingers around it and put them about there. Relax your shoulders and keep them relaxed. And you have matched grip.